Welcome, Pokemon players, to another episode of Discount Pokemon Decks. Today's deck is maybe the most fun deck I've ever played, and I'm very excited to show it to you. So let's get over the boring stuff first. We will be giving away packs of Sun and Moon. Be the first person to comment with the secret phrase. Only the first person with the secret phrase wins. You can only win once per video. Let's get over the cost of this deck. Rayquaza and Mega Rayquaza, according to most trading guides, are 1 pack each. Dragonite the same. You could probably get them for a little bit less. Maybe not. I don't know. You can try it out. And Dragonair is an uncommon, so they should be pretty easy to get. Everything else is pretty standard. Dragon Energy, of course. But this deck is super fun, and you're probably going, this is the wrong Rayquaza, Mike. You're supposed to be playing the other Rayquaza. Nobody plays this one. That's exactly it. But the focal point of this deck is Dragon Ascent, which requires an ungodly amount of energy, and then you discard 2 of them, but it does 300 damage, combined with Dragonair from Sun and Moon's Dragon Wish, where during your next turn you may attach any number of energy cards to your hand to your Pokemon, and of course 14 energy. So just before we excuse me, just before we get to the meat of this deck, I just want to talk about where this deck comes from. In chess, Bill Gates played chess champion Garry Kasparov one time, and he played the Wayward Queen opening, which is something that most children will learn or try to do, where on your second move you take your queen and you put your queen out on the board. You usually don't move your queen until much later in the game. But a lot of the reason Bill Gates did this was to kind of throw Gary off, because a lot of that opening is not played at the higher levels. It's only played by kids or whatever. But there's a value to playing openings that other people wouldn't expect. There's the orangutan opening, there's the Halloween Gambit. These are kind of unsound or questionable openings, but you can gain value by the factor of surprise. And gambits are usually attacking. So you're not going to play some kind of weird opening that's defensive. You're going to play some kind of weird opening in the hopes that you can get your opponent off guard and take some of his pieces or do some damage. When they do work against someone that's not sure about them, or doesn't know, there are usually tricks involved, and maybe if you don't know them, you can fall into lots of traps. They are super fun to play, and that's why a lot of kids play them, because obviously children tend to be more less versed in chess. So kids love these kind of risky openings. Whoa! All right, sorry about that. Pokemon, the client just decided to disconnect, and I had to reconnect. But as I was saying, this deck is the same thing. You want to catch your opponent off guard, and that's what this deck does. There's nothing more fun in this game, and I talked about how this is the most fun. Then you see a card like this, you're like, this is not really useful. You'll never get 5 energy on this, or the equivalent of 5 energy if you're using Dragon. But there's nothing more fun than your opponent knocking out a Dragonair and you put up Mega Rayquaza. And you can put 3 to 5 energy on him, enough to power him up in one turn. That is something that the opponent will not expect if they haven't played against this kind of deck. And the other interesting thing is, a lot of times you have a deck and you spend a lot of time building up, some Pokemon that needs a lot of energy, and then it does a decent amount of damage. Maybe not always one shot. I can't think of anything this doesn't one shot. I've been racking my brain. There's nothing I could think of that this doesn't knock out. So the idea is to get Mega Rayquaza powered up with enough energy to just knock out everything, and it does. It just one shots everything. So again, going back to the analogy of chess and gambits or whatever, this deck is strong. I don't know if I'd play it in a tournament per se. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't really played it that much. But I've had so much joy play testing this that I just have to share it with you guys. So it's kind of like if you think about sports, that team that just dominates offensively, but maybe has some weaknesses you can exploit, like the, good offensive, bad defensive team. So if you're familiar with the NBA, Mike D'Antoni's Suns teams, the NFL, Warren Moon's Oilers with the run and shoot, 2014 Brazilian soccer team. Think of it kind of in that way, that this is a offense that once it gets working, it's going to be hard to stop. And it may get complicated. It may be difficult to get working, but that is the goal. So there's a ton of synergy in this deck. And it's pretty cool. I mean, I kind of built it, just for fun, and I just started seeing more and more synergy in this deck. And it's I'm not going to name out every single piece, but there's a lot of ability with Scorched Earth, and of course with Mega Rayquaza's ability, and even you're going to put an energy on Dragonair and he'll get knocked out. Especially the fire energy, to pull it back in the deck. So, we have 3 energy retrievals. So there's lots of ways to kind of pull this energy back. So you're constantly chucking energy. I did show this deck to a friend, and they said, oh, why not some Professor's Letters? And energy retrieval just works so much better because this energy is going in your... A lot of this energy is going in your discard, and you need to pull it back. So there's some good special energy there. There's even special energy with, Mega Rays, discard 2 energy. Sometimes you'll discard the Dragon energy, which is fine because you can use Special Charge to get it back. There is another cool feature. So the idea is basically get Dragonair, play Dragon Wish, put a bunch of energy on this guy, and just go to town. But sometimes he gets hit too. Sometimes your opponent has a second Pokemon ready with energy and is able to attack, and he gets some damage. The cool thing is, if this Dragonair is on your bench and you have a Dragonite in your hand, this ability of Max Wind, you can heal all damage to that Mega Ray. So not only is it 230 hit points, but sometimes you get a free heal, and then your opponent's like, oh man, I just did 120 points of damage. I was planning on knocking him out, and you've just healed him, and now you're knocking out their guys, and it's just so much fun. This deck is mostly as simplistic as it can get. I only have one switch because the idea is I can actually use energy to retreat, but sometimes you need it. Sometimes your opponent can lock a Mega Rayquaza as the active Pokemon, and you can't get energy on him, or enough energy, or you don't want to discard it. I really wish this deck were bigger. I think the limitation is the deck itself. I would love it if I could make this deck 65 cards, because there's so many more cards I'd put in. I'd probably put in another Switch, a Super Rod. You can see it's lacking that. Another Lysander. I really had a hard time fitting all this in, and I could start lowering the energy costs, or maybe cut back on some of the nest balls or timer balls, and it's just maybe even get rid of the Scorched Earth. But it just, I don't know. I had a hard time making cuts in this deck, and Lysander was one. Really, he doesn't matter as much because you're knocking out everything anyway. So unless your opponent was lucky enough to put his Pokemon on the bench, you kind of don't need it. This guy is going to go crazy once he's ready to go. A Fisherman would be good. A Brock would be good. There's so many cards. I wish, honestly, if I could go like 65 or 70, I would. But this deck is just so much fun. I can't think of anything else. I mean, I've made it simple. So, if you want, you can get this deck, get some of the cards. Try it out. Try to tinker with it. Maybe I'm missing something really obvious, but I think this deck works as is. Or we'll see. In any case, we'll get to the first game right after a short break. All right, here we go. Interesting. Fighting and Psychic. I'm having a hard time. Maybe facing some Carbings here. This could be interesting. I will have to use my baby dragons to take care of them. I've only come across this matchup once. I don't have any, as I said before, I don't have any space in this deck, so Hex Maniac has not made it in. So Carbink is a little bit of a problem, but I do have the baby dragons. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, definitely a fighting deck. Sorry, we both have to shuffle. He knows I have Mega Ray and Dragonite, so he'll know exactly what my deck is. Whether or not he knows exactly how it works is another story. All right, No draw here, so this is not a great matchup. Not a great hand for me. Let's see what we got here. Mew. Oh, Mew Oranguru. Oh, this is going to be Passimian. There we go. Gee, this looks familiar. I do like this deck a lot. I don't use Oranguru in mine. Takes up a spot here. I don't know. I really haven't been enamored with this card. Maybe because I'm not a Shaman Ultra Ball kind of guy. I don't get my hand down to 0 that often. So, but this guy can fight quickly. I'm not looking forward to this because on turn 1 he's going to knock this guy out, and I have nothing here. So I'd like to see an N. That would be nice. I'd like to see myself get an N. I will play the Scorched Earth and an Energy, most likely. Interesting. Nothing. Or at least nothing he chose. So right now I'm facing turn 1 Donk. Oh, there you go. Probably did not see what he liked there. There's the N. Okay. Feel a little bit better here. Hopefully you get a better hand from this. So, you know what? We're going to start off right away. I'll give a pack away for Oranguru. So again, be the first to say the secret phrase. Ooh, this is just as bad. All right. Probably shouldn't have laid that energy on him. That was a little mistake. So, playing and thinking doesn't always go together. This is a little better here. He is going to get knocked out. But eventually I should be able to play... oh, where am I going? That's not my stadium. Nest Ball, yes. Because I already have an N. I already have a stadium. So let us get Ray out here. Alright, so small decks aren't really the best for this. Especially a deck like this Mew Passimian, which really just... really just takes 1 energy each time. So we're both going to be looking for energy. I have a little bit of acceleration here. I regret putting this one on Dratini. That was not my brightest move. Yeah, and he's already got the next one lined up, and there's a Carbink. So this is going to be... I've got my hands full here. This deck may outquick me. Ooh, oh. I may have to let this one go. And just let Ray go. We'll put an energy on. Yeah, we're going to let him die. There's not much I can do. I'll play the Scorched Earth against my better judgment. Should not have played it. You know what? I'm not going to do Sycamore. I want to keep this. I don't care if my opponent gets more cards. Dragonair. Okay, we got one. We don't have our second Ray here. So that's a little bit of a problem. Maybe we can pick up a Nest Ball here. No, Timer Ball. What do I have? I have a V-Seeker. Might put the Dragon Energy on him. Let's get the Timer Ball. Thank goodness. There's no point in doing anything here rash with the Ray. Oops. Alright, so I feel like this is okay. I can put this Dragon Energy on one of these guys. I could do 60 damage and knock this... Well, I won't knock the Mew out with the Fighting Fury Belt. So, a little bit of a poor start here. That Lysander really hurt. I mean, this is a good deck, so I'm not looking forward to this Carbink, but if I put an energy on one of these guys, I'm okay with that. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not seeing the great play here that I have. I don't really have all that much. Interesting. So 70. So yeah, that's enough to knock out Ray. It's an interesting move. He's got 3 guys lined up, so I've got my battle ahead of me here. I should probably maybe leave this in my deck if I'm playing N. But I'm probably going to need a Dragonite to start knocking these guys out as well. Well, I did it again, so let's play the stadium. Alright, so we'll evolve this guy. We're going to play an N. If I get a switch, but even still, this Dragonite should really be saved for Carbink here. There we go, here we go. So we got some Nest Balls. We have a Lysander. Not that that's all that useful right now. So let's... Oh, we only have one. One's prized. Eep. Oof. So we have 2 Mega Rays. 1 more Dragonair. 1 more Dragonite. This is not looking good. I may be going down quickly here. Alright, so Dragon's Wish it is. Next turn we'll play this. Put 2 energy on him. Play Lysander. Hopefully get something else. Maybe even just play Dragon Strike on this Ray. But I do not have ability to get him out. So if I'm not knocking out his guys, if I can't dig it out from here. Add Town Map to the cards. I'd love to add to this deck. Because that would be helpful right now. I mean, the other thing I can do is put this Dragonite as my active. And target... maybe target this Carbink. With Lysander and just do it, you know, grab 2 energy from energy retrieval, put him on this Ray, Lysander this guy, and try to take care of him. So, sure, my opponent's trying to figure out, he may have a Lysander too, and is trying to figure out if he should go after one of these guys. Yep, there we go. Woo! Is he going after Ray again? I would go after Ray again. No, he's going after the Dragonite with the Mew. Is that enough to knock him out? 110. It is not. That is interesting. Alright, so we are going to get all powered up here. That's interesting. He didn't pick a target. That really scared me. Problem is, I think I'm going to go after Carbink. I'm kind of conflicted here. I mean, he's going to knock me out no matter what. Carbink can knock me out with 40 damage. And then I'm really stuck because Ray can't get him. So, what do I do? Go after a Passimian without energy? I think that's not a bad idea. Let's see if he's got anything in there. If he doesn't have any draw, then I can maybe knock one out. Now again, the fewer Passimian he has on the bench, the better off I am. So even if this guy knocks me out and I knock him out, I will be getting rid of 1 energy. But then on top of it, if I can knock him out without getting an attack, well, that'll save me a little bit. Alright, he's going to retreat after playing a supporter. He's going to go back to the Mew, I'm guessing. And then I'm... Oh, bummer. So I could put a Dragon Energy on him. I'm probably going to play Sycamore and hopefully get a Dragon Energy for this guy. And then I'll be able to knock out... I'll knock out this guy too. That's interesting. I would have gone maybe with the Mew. I don't know. See, I don't like this deck with, I don't know, with the Carbink and Oranguru. You're just wasting bench space. Alright, so I've got my stadium. No need to play that. Alright, this is important here because I need to get a card from... I'm going to save this. No point in really drawing anything. If I don't get another Ray, this game's over no matter what. So... let's hope I don't get a Tails here. Alright. And let's hope I get a Ray here. Yes! 2 for 2. The only problem is I don't have the Spirit Link, so... but I can maybe chuck this energy for it. So Mew's going to attack me, and I'm going to knock out this Mew. And then what? So let's see what my opponent's playing. Puzzle of Time, probably get the energy back, put it on this Passimian. But I'll be one-shotting this Mew. You know, it's funny, I've played this deck a bunch of times. I really haven't had to use Dragon Strike all that much. Usually it's in the games where things are falling apart. Oof, that hammer hurts a lot. How many are in here? 2, right? 3. That may be it for me. That may very well be it. Because I can get energy back, but... Well, that came a little late. We're going to see if I can pull one out here. Because this is not looking good at all. I can heal this guy. Oh, that's perfect. 1, 2. Look at this. We're going to heal this Pokemon. There we go. So now I need to play Sycamore. I'm losing a Mega Ray, but and I don't have a there we go. We got one back. We could put it on him, but I don't know who I'm going to put this on. I'm going to wait a minute. So we'll use this Dragon Strike again. So now my opponent's got a little bit of an uphill battle here. Most likely he has the ability to grab another Passimian. Wow, that's as good as it gets. So he's likely has the ability to put another Passimian on his bench. Here we go. One with the fighting belt. So it's 150. So I may have to go to Mega Ray with this guy. Revive. He's going to put one on his bench. I'm guessing I'll do... Oh, he's going to put the Mew on his bench. So still only doing 70 damage to me. I can... If I want to one-shot him, I have to put the Spirit Link and evolve him. And then he's going to be the only guy I'm playing with for the rest of the game. And I don't have another... Do I have another? I don't have another Dragonite in this deck, so I can't heal this guy. So, I mean, I can attack again, but I'm not going to knock him out. I don't have a V-Seeker to get anything. I can... Wait, how many V-Seekers are there? There's 2 in this deck. I can try to get one by chucking an energy. And I think I will, because I can pull 2 back with energy retrieval. That makes things interesting. Alright. We're going to evolve him. Why not? I can always retreat him later. And we'll use this energy. I'd like to keep these dragon energy because then I could use it on the Dragonite here. So we will discard 2 energy. We're going to one-shot this guy. There you go. So now you're seeing it. The yeah, we'll go with the 2 fire. Why not? The power of the Dragon Ascent. Nothing can withstand it. It's 300 damage, and I still can't think of a way to get around that. Alright, Sacrificial Oranguru. Most likely he's going to try to get an energy for this Mew. Possibly we could see Carbink. If we do, I'm going to use the switch and use Dragonite. So I am low on cards here. That is a problem with this deck. Again, I don't have a Super Rod. No room in this deck for anything other than knocking everything out. I did not get the other V-Seeker. That would have been nice. I'm glad he played Sycamore instead of N here because I have a nice hand. So I would love a V-Seeker. I would probably take out maybe this Mew. And he's going to take another shot at me, which is going to do 100 damage. So I may have to switch anyway and go with this Dragonite. So it's unfortunate. He served me well. Let's play a switch. And we'll knock him out with this dragon. And I still have the ability to use this guy again. I just don't have the ability to heal him. Nothing else I can really do here, so Let's get the knockout. No. That paralyze. If I could just save that paralyze for the next guy, that would have just been nice. All right, so I don't know if putting a Spirit Link on him and evolving him is going to help. Again with the Oranguru. Sycamore again. He's probably looking for a Lysander or V-Seeker to knock this guy out on the next turn. And I think I've made this game a lot closer than I should have. I don't think I was going in all that great of a direction before. If I can knock out one more Pokemon, that would be ideal. If I get a V-Seeker to knock out this Passimian, that is my ideal. All right, we're going to see it. Oh, another Passimian. Okay. And Repeat Ball. That's a nice little combo. You could get him straight back on the bench with Revive, but my opponent will probably leave this Oranguru here. All right, draw a card. I'm kind of at a loss what to do. I think I might put an energy on this Ray in case I need to attack with him. Although I should save it for this one. So maybe I'll use Energy Retrieval to grab some energy and put it on this guy. My opponent thinning out his deck. He's probably looking for that last Lysander or V-Seeker. So I may have to play an N just in case he gets it in his hand. We're going to have to go with this Ray. I don't have another switch in this deck. Again, if I had 65 cards, it'd be there. He's got to go with this Passimian, you would think. Actually, I should have put the Dragonair up. I don't know what I was thinking there. That was a little bit, because I had three. He's got 3 cards he's got to get, and if I give him this Ray for free, so Carbink is going to see some play maybe. That'll be his last wall. He's down to 3 cards though. I can play this, retreat him. I think I'm going to do that. So I'll make up for my mistake. I'm going to retreat. And then I'll play Special Charge and put those energy back in my deck. Maybe we can get a deck out of this. That would be interesting. We will play. I may need to take another hit from this guy, so. And we're going to use Energy Retrieval. I'd rather have the energy in my hand. And I may play an N here. Actually, I will, because that's going to bring him. It's going to bring him to 1 card here in his deck, so I may win in a deck out. This would be interesting. A deck with no Super Rod, no Brock, and no Fisherman is going to win a Passimian Mew in a deck out. That is, unless he's got something, if he's got an N, but still, even if he has a Lysander, he can't play it now. If he's got an N, he's going to discard it to draw 3. So I think I just won on a deck out. So we'll give a second secret phrase for deck out. Not as fun as a game as I expected. My first one with this deck in video form. There you go. He's going to knock out one of them. That's fine. But certainly an interesting game, to say the least. I'm just going to put this Pokemon as my active and attack. I shouldn't need anything else. Wow, I can't believe I won in a deck out. So, secret phrase number 2 is deck out. And good game by my opponent. Really took me to the end. I thought I was done in the middle of the game, but this deck definitely has some comeback capability. Yep, well played to you too. And again, I get the pointless paralyze. So, all right. We're going to go to game 2. I'm going to drink a little water right after this short break. Let's see. Wonder what the computer's waiting for here. There we go. All right. It's official now. We'll be back to game 2 right after a short break. All right, welcome back to game number 2. I'm playing Grievous. Anyway, Grievous, obviously. All right, would I like to go first? Yes. Wow, another lucky coin flip for me. I think I had some good ones last game. Not a great opening hand. It will go... this isn't awful. If this was, let's say, a Dragonite... Excuse me, a Dratini. I could use Scorched Earth and chuck these energy and bring them back in. So there's some opening hands that you just have nothing with. This definitely would have some potential. Of course, my stadium could get knocked away too. So this is a much better looking hand. This is kind of what you want to see. 3 Pokemon, Trainer's Mail, Sycamore. Yeah. I'm not even going to play the Sycamore on the first turn. Interesting. All right. I would like the Spirit Link. Yep. Perfect. Just as asked. I'm going to play the Energy. I'm guessing he's not going to get knocked out. I'll wait for the Timer Ball in the next turn. I can evolve him from Dratini to Dragonair. Play the Timer Ball. Turn Ray into Mega Ray. No, that's bad. Why? This doesn't happen when I'm testing these decks out. I don't see this, but I should have enough stadiums to overcome that. And who puts 3 or 4 of those in their deck, really? So, all right. We're going to get Mega Ray. We're not even going to fool around. I should have looked to see how many Pokemon I have in my deck and what my deck looks like. You should normally do that. I did not. I'm being lazy and talking. So not the best hand. Actually, this is a pretty bad hand, come to think of it. Because I don't have any draw power here. I can still play an energy. Mega Ray is going to take damage in between turns. This is not... Again, kind of stuck for a draw. Although I can heal Mega Ray with a Dragonite. So next turn I can put as much energy as I want. Problem is, I don't have the ability to shuffle through my hand again, so... That is much needed, thank you. Let's see, can I get a draw? No draw. And I wasted my energy on trying to get more draw, which is unfortunate. But the cool thing is, I can play Dragon's Wish again. So that's something to remember for this deck. You can play Dragon's Wish over and over again. So that is a good thing to remember. Oh, are you kidding me? Who has 2 Faded Towns in their deck? What kind of deck is this? But I have a Scorched Earth. I have a All right, so what do I want to do? I'm going to knock this guy out. As much as I would like to, I don't have enough energy to get him going, but we can go with Dragonair. Or can I knock him out? I can just knock him out with Tail Smack. But let me, you know what? I'm going to heal up the Mega Ray, so I might as well do that while I'm here. And you know what? I might take out the one that's got more energy on him. So if we're going to do this, let's do this right. There we go. So again, not really even using the Mega Ray. You guys, I mean, you saw a little bit of it last game. Oh, probably the least useful card right now. I couldn't think of any other one that I wouldn't want to have in my hand this second. Maybe Mega Ray. Another Dragon Energy. Okay. Well, this game is over. I'm sorry, folks. But I just realized it. So we'll hopefully get a good one on the next one. I'm going to go right straight to it here. And hopefully we can get a better matchup. Obviously, my opponent did not get the cards that he wanted. I'm sure. That was too quick. You know what? I'll give a pack away for the phrase too quick. That game was too quick. So we'll go straight into game 3. Hopefully quickly. All right. I have an advantage. I'm playing a blue deck. Hopefully not Glaceon. I mean, really, it's just you don't see it that much. You don't see Faded Town. I mean, I have it in a couple decks here and there. Usually don't have more than 1 or 2 in a deck. Don't play with Glaceon that much. You don't see it that much either. But who knows? You know. Oh, this could this be Gray Ninja? That would be interesting. Oh. Pokemon Center Lady Tierno. Tierno seems like it's making a comeback. Is it just me? Are more people putting in their deck? Is there some kind of post I missed on Tierno? My opponent does not have a Pokemon. Let's see. Anything else can I see about her deck from her hand? Red card. Interesting. Maybe this is Palkia? A lot of energy. Oh, Blastoise. Gyarados. I have a feeling this is not going to be all that much of a challenge. I'm playing a little bit at off time during the day, so it's not exactly peak time. But let's see what my opponent comes up with here. She does go first, so all the extra cards I get could be worthless. Articuno. So we're looking at some kind of water toolbox. I saw a Gyarados Spirit Link. I saw a Blastoise Spirit Link. I shouldn't expect too much resistance, but you never know. Again, sometimes you plan for decks that are in the meta, and when you don't face one of those, you know, your plans can go away. All right, Manaphy, Blastoise. We might see a Ninja Boy here. Can change this Articuno to something else. Manaphy doesn't bother me, again, if I get Mega Ray going, because I'm going to be one-shotting everything anyway. So, Nest Ball. Let's get our baby dragon out, Dratini. Let's put an energy on our big dragon. And we're going to be attacking, doing some damage. That's beautiful. Can't think of anything else I'd like to play, so Dragon Claw. Let's see what my opponent comes up with. Interesting that she put a splash energy on this Articuno. Could be the only energy she had in her hand, although it seemed like she had a lot when I saw her hand through the mulligans. Let's see what I'm facing here. Still need another Dragon Energy to get Dragon Strike going. But I don't really need it this turn. You know what? We're going to... I don't think I'm going to play Sycamore yet, because I have a decent hand here. Maybe I will. I can't use this Timer Ball on this... Oh, man, I like my hand too much. I'm going to stick with it for one more, and then I'm going to use a Timer Ball. Maybe not. I got to think this over. Oh, wait, I have another Nest Ball. Let's get the other Ray out. All right, so we've got two Megas, 3 Dratinis. I'm sad to say it. We haven't seen me throw like 20 energy on a Mega Ray yet. It's really so much fun to see. It just has not come up. And it really, like, when I was playtesting this, it was like every game it would come up like 2 or 3 times I'd get it, because I'd do it once, power up Mega Ray, start attacking like crazy, Mega Ray would get knocked out, I'd get the next Dragonair up, same thing. So basically by the last one, I'd be down to, you know, my opponent would have 2 prize cards left because they'd knock out one Mega Ray and 2 Dragonairs, but then this guy would be powered up with enough energy to do 300 damage. Alright, so now I'm going to probably play in and evolve. So let's see how this goes. I don't want to evolve this Dragonair yet. I need this ability. Oh, that's not really needed. Totally unnecessary. I'm not going to put both in my hand because I'm going to play N. I'd play Sycamore here, but It's not. I only gain one extra card. Yes, I'm giving my opponent a new hand, but I don't want to lose anything. Oh, I did not get the dragon energy I need. That is unfortunate. I'm gonna put a. Why not? It eventually. Ooh, I put him down a few turns ago? I should be able to. All right, let's get Mega Ray number 2 going. So, 1 Mega Ray here, 1 on my bench. Nothing to do. Oh, we will wait. Hopefully get another Dragon Energy before my opponent gets her Mega Blastoise going. But even if she does, even if she switches now, all I need is 1 Dragon Energy, and this guy will be one-shotted, and then it's all skiing downhill from there, as long as I could keep getting energy in my hand. I have the Sycamore here, so it's very promising as long as she doesn't play an N, which she can't. She has Tierno. I thought I saw a red card in this deck, so that would be not great right now. Although you really wouldn't play it if your opponent has 2 cards in their hands, right? So I think she's deciding whether or not to start attacking with Mega, or does she have enough energy? She has 3, so she can start trying to bombard my bench. Ultra Ball, okay, interesting. Throw the energy back out. Who is she looking for? Oh no, Glaceon. If Glaceon comes out and I can't Lysander Glaceon, it'll be over for me. I'm getting lucky on those coin flips. I've got to get something. I've got to get Mega Ray going, and I have to get Glaceon out. I did not play. What's in here? All right. So we have our energy. Not much else to do. I'm not going to put another Dratini on the bench. We will chuck the... I've got a special charge here, so I'm fine with chucking... No, I'm going to go with the... I'm going to go with the fire energy. Because if she's got some kind of energy removal and she takes one of these out, then I'm... If I discard one and then my opponent takes one out, then I'm doomed. So 300 damage, 1 down. Mega Blastoise coming. Glaceon worrying me very much. I've got no way to deal with Glaceon other than Lysander. And that is not good. There's no... Again, this deck has no space. No Pokemon Ranger, no Hex Maniac. Oh, no! No, that's a disaster. So she's taking... That's smart. She can use this as a wall and knock out my bench Pokemon. That's really good. And unless I get something good in my hand... Yeah, it's got to be Sycamore, I think. Just want to check, make sure... See, now I wish I had used the Dragon Energy, because then I could use Special Charge without losing it. But, oh, this is not so bad. I've got to switch. The problem is I don't have any more energy. I can heal this guy. I don't know if I want to yet. I may save the healing for this guy. So let him take one, then I can heal him on the next turn. Let's get this guy going. I'm not really sure what my plan is here. My plan is hopefully play an N and get some energy in my hand and then knock this guy out. And then hope that Glaceon isn't... Yeah, I'm going to have to Lysander these 2 guys to win. So there's a possibility. Get rid of Mega, Lysander, but I'm going to take some lumps in the middle of that. Oh, interesting. Don't really see that. I guess she wants to save her. I don't want to play N, but I have to. I don't have any energy on this guy. If I get an energy, I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna Lysander him. So I am gonna place this energy down. I'm gonna place this down, but I'm not gonna attack because I'm gonna Lysander Glaceon and get rid of Glaceon. So hopefully she doesn't put a splash energy on Glaceon. That means Glaceon goes right back on her hand. But I do have a V-Seeker, so yeah. Well, she placed the energy on this Glaceon, so that means she can't place one on Articuno. No way that I know of. There we go. So Glaceon's got to go. We're going to get rid of a Dragon Energy. So it's a little scary here because I don't have any way to get these Dragon Energy back. I think both my special charge are gone. All right, Blastoise is back, but I think Blastoise is going to go down. And unless I see another Glaceon here, I feel pretty good about this game. As long as I can keep a Dragon Energy somewhere. Really going hard after that Dragonair, but feeling okay for now. I don't want to evolve him because I may need to attack with the Dragon Claw. I'm going to stay where we are. We're going to unfortunately have to discard a Dragon Energy. And now I need to knock out one more Pokemon. And if I play an N, I'm really hurting myself. So it may take 2 turns to power up this Ray. I really could use that Dragonite to heal him. Oof. I mean, another thing I can do is offer up these guys. Which may not be... wow, I got lucky. Can I get a Dragon Energy? That would be too much to ask for, right? Alright, so I'm going to do this. We're going to retreat this guy. Oh, wait, let's try this first. Let's use our Scorched Earth to see if we can get another Pokemon. Nope, Nest Ball doesn't help. Mega Ray doesn't help. I can put this on Mega Ray, retreat him. Offer this Dragonair up for sacrifice. While I... So this is my plan. Let this Dragonair die. Put an energy on this Dragonair. Use Dragon Wish. Hopefully get some energy in my hand with Sycamore and win the game. That is my plan right now. And my opponent's going to be taking 2 prizes for this. But this is my pathway to victory, I think. Well, now I get the Dragonair. A little too late. But I can use him next turn, so I'm not too worried. So here's my plan. Energy retrieval. 2 energy in my hand on this guy. That's pretty much it. Sycamore? But I'd have to get 2 more energy. How many are here? 7. Alright, well, this is it. It's either this Mega Ray or nothing. So I just need 1 more energy in my hand. There we go. This should be it. 1. Putting on 3 energy in 1 turn. This is so much fun. The first game looked like I was going to go nowhere, and I came back to win. And this game, it looked like I was going to win, and then I almost had to blow it because I just ran out of the energy. So this is a good game to my opponent. She played well. But this one goes to the Dragon. Oh, I didn't give a pack away for that. We'll give it to Articuno. Why not? So 1 more pack. Articuno is a secret phrase. Be the first one to comment on the YouTube video. And so let's just take a look at this deck. I think the games were a little sloppy. I've definitely had... The games that I played were a little more neater than that. But, you never know what you're going to face. just get the Dragonair up, Dragon's Wish. You can do it as many times as you want if this guy's not knocked out, if you don't have your energy filled up. You can even use it to get energy on this Pokemon because he needs 2 retreat. Add Floatstone to the list of things I'd love to add to this deck. But yeah, once you get this guy going, 300 damage, it's just steamroller. It's a steamroller. And, you know, this Dragonite with the max win gives you a little bit of healing. It's a little clunky. Good deck is one that you don't have to worry about trying to fit all the pieces together. It just kind of naturally flows. This flows a little bit. It comes in spurts and goes. I definitely had some draw issues. You know, I would love to put more draw power in this. I don't know what to take away. I kind of feel like I need what I have here. This is the basic part of it. Maybe one Dratini can go. I don't know. Would you get rid of a Trainer's Mail? More people would say, oh, no, you want 4 and 4 of these. Well, then what do I get rid of? Energy? I really feel like you see at the end, I mean, the energy is really needed. You need it to get in your hand. So, for instance, if you get rid of energy, you play a Sycamore, all right, so I have 14 energies in this deck. Most likely I'm going to get 1 or 2 or 3 if I play a Sycamore. If I reduce the amount of energy in, well, now when I play Sycamore, it's less. Although maybe that's the answer. Maybe drop this down to 7 or 8. Maybe get rid of Scorched Earth altogether and put some Super Rods in there. Something to, you know, Fisherman or something like that. More draw power. You know, it's changing the balance of the deck, and that may be what this deck needs to be a little bit more competitive. But you never know. You could put Super Rods in this deck, and then you get an opening hand of Super Rods and V-Seekers, and you're like, wow, that's nice if I only had an N or a Sycamore. So, again, trying to balance out. But you know what? Take this deck if you want. The list is there in the comments. And try it out. It's a lot of fun. It's not that expensive to build if you've got a couple of extra packs lying around. It is more fun. Believe me, the games that I played offline were a million times more fun than this. So it's something I did not capture the joy in these games, but I sure hope you try this deck out. And as always, thanks to my loyal viewers and followers, the people watching this. Share the word is what I say. So if you could spread the word about this, I'd like to get this group bigger. I do get a lot of good feedback. Actually, the idea from this deck was someone in one of my YouTube commenters or viewers commenting that, wow, you should make a deck with Dragon's Wish. And I kind of looked around, and this is what I came up with. So thanks a lot, and until next time. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you'll know when our next video is released. Also, check out our playlists where you can find videos by topics like Mill decks or cheap EX decks.